This week's episode is sponsored by Care Of. What is Care Of, you ask? Care Of is a monthly subscription service that ships high-quality, personalized vitamins, supplements, and powders conveniently to your doorstep every month. All you have to do is take a short, in-depth quiz about your lifestyle and health goals, and Care Of will give you personalized recommendations, saving you all that confusion, okay? Care Of believes your routine should help you feel your best. Their products and services help you build and maintain a vitamin routine that has a noticeable impact on your health and overall well-being. We talk a lot about mental health and well-being in general on this show. It's a big part of the show, so I'm very excited to be partnered with Care Of because they've really helped me and my vitamin journey, and I'm feeling better taking these vitamins, and I know you will too. So go take the quiz. It was so easy. It took me no time at all, and lucky for you girls, we do have a little promo, a little special offer, if you will. For 50% off your first Care Of order, go to takecareof.com and enter code Unfazed50. Again, for 50% off your first Care Of order, go to takecareof.com and enter code Unfazed50. Howdy fucking doodah girlies. What the fuck's good? What's tea? What's juice? You're listening to Unfazed and Unbothered, and I'm your host, Camo. To my visual listeners, if you're wondering why the fuck I'm wearing this farmer's hat, I just got back from the gym and my hair was a mess. In fact, I don't know where this hat even fucking came from. It was just in my closet. But you know what? Now that I've got it on and I'm looking at myself in this camera, I'm feeling very pussy. Not gonna lie to the girls. The color really matches this angel and this aesthetic on my shirt, so it's cute, okay? Don't ask questions. This week, not very eventful, not really exciting, nothing dramatic. The most excitement I had all week was my new set. This is hands down the sexiest, most pussy set. Pardon me, girls, I almost burped. That was not ladylike. This is by far the most pussy set I've ever gotten, though. For my my audio girlies, they're a long almond set with a pink flame and a white border around the flames. So pussy. I'm obsessed, fully obsessed. Summer at Nail Time in Chambly, that's my girl. Kisses. This was the most excitement I've had all week. It was the 4th of July the other day. I, like most people I know, didn't really feel comfortable celebrating. Truth be told, I've never really been into 4th of July, celebrating it patriotically. I've never really been a patriotic person because this country really prides itself on being so free, but it's just never really felt very free when there's constantly somebody trying to police other people's bodies and sexualities and lifestyles, constantly telling other people how to live, how to be, how to dress, how to think, what the Bible says. Who gives a fuck? Mind your own goddamn business, please. So it's just never really felt free to me. But this year, especially right after women lose their rights, how are people really celebrating? Now, of course, I love an excuse to hang out with the fam, and so we did cook out at the park, but like as far as really celebrating and praying and reflecting on our freedom and watching fireworks, I didn't do that shit. I didn't do none of that shit. Just didn't feel right. So we're canceling 4th of July until further notice, because truly this country's never really been free. I mean, we were celebrating freedom while we had slaves. It's just unsettling, and anyone who gets defensive by the reality of that, do some self-reflection. If facts offend you, do some self-reflection, because clearly you've got some prejudice in you. Anyways, so on that note, this week I just wanted to discuss boundaries, self-respect, self-worth, and my journey with those things. I've talked a lot in the past few episodes handful of episodes about my transformation, mind, body, and spirit. I've focused more so on my weight loss. I am down 70 pounds but I don't want to focus so much on the number because, again, it's so much more than that to me. It's mind, body, and spirit. When you don't feel comfortable, when you don't feel in touch, in tune with your vessel, you can't really express yourself and feel as free. And so part of me respecting my own boundaries has been like, if it doesn't feel mutually beneficial, I don't want it. Back in the day, I was very much a people pleaser. I was more focused on satisfying everybody around me because I was in a state of codependency in some degree. So I was like, oh, if I bring up this problem I'm having, it's just silly, it's just small anyways. Like if I bring it up to them, they're going to think I'm just being a fucking sourpuss, or they're going to think that I'm, trying to be a buzzkill, or it's just going to turn them off. They're not going to want to hang out with me anymore. So let me just brush it under the rug and focus on having a good time. And over time, that you just bottle those things up and there's just all this like animosity, and then it just doesn't make for healthy connections. But part of me now, I'm in a state of security with myself. I don't really feel so insecure. I'm still not the most secure person by any means. I'm not perfect. I'm not even close to perfect. I still have a lot of work to do mentally, emotionally. I have a lot of traumas to work through. I'm working. I'm a work in progress, but I am a lot better, and I am proud of who I am today. And it's really crazy to self-reflect on who I was 6 months ago. It's like this person is like night and day, almost foreign to me. I've really never felt this in tune with myself, really and truly. But part of me respecting my boundaries is speaking up in the moment and not accepting certain energy and not allowing for certain behaviors and certain patterns, friends, partners, within business, any type of connection. If it's not feeling mutually beneficial, if it's feeling one-sided or unbalanced, I don't want it. And the old me would sit there and try to pinpoint like, this has to be my fault. It has to be my fault because I'm not secure in myself. I'm not cute enough, or I'm not this enough, or I'm not skinny enough. So like it has to be me. Like obviously it's me. And I would sit here and try to pinpoint all these possibilities, and I would try to like sell myself up, or I would overcompensate in being available emotionally, mentally, doing favors for people, showing out for people, promoting people. The list goes on and on. I was just so focused on satisfying and putting the spotlight on everybody else but myself. And over time, you kind of lose yourself in that. And I no longer was happy with who I was. And so now I'm learning to speak up. And if it's not mutually beneficial, I don't fucking want it. No matter what the connection is, no matter where we are, I just don't want it. I don't have time for it. And I don't have time to vocalize that anymore. What's understood doesn't have to be spoken. I'm not going to sit here and give these reactions anymore. I'm determined to shift my reality and to manifest a different life for myself. And part of that is putting in the work. We talk a lot about manifestation. You hear a lot about it on TikTok, on the internet. But manifestation is not just this like miraculous overnight thing. You have to put in the work. You have a vision, you have an idea, you have a vision, truly a vision in your head of how you want to feel, where you want to be, the connection, the level of intimacy. It's everything. You have to think about every nitty-gritty detail. But part of getting there and being able to reach that and bring it into fruition is you doing the baby steps and you putting in the groundwork and the foundation. So if I want to change my reality, I have to change my patterns. I have to change the way I approach things, the way I handle situations, because there's cycles again and again and again and again, these karmic cycles, and we just keep learning the same lessons until we're like, fuck, something's got to give. And so that's where I'm at this year. And so now, like, for instance, I had this friend and I was really close with them. I still love them. No love lost. We got really close for a period of time. Like we've been like connected for years, but we got really close last year. And a lot of that connection and that time period revolved around me doing them favors and taking them to work and doing this and doing that and doing this and doing that and showing out and like smoking them out, like all these things. And like, yeah, I'm not going to say they were a bad friend. Like they obviously, like, there was a level of reciprocation, but it was just far less. And I was so insecure at that period of time that I was just so available because I just wanted to have a good time. I wanted people around so that I didn't have to think about how unsatisfied with my reality I was. So I was doing all these favors, you know, needless to say. And this year, as I started stepping into this new me, we stopped seeing each other as much. And I stopped like answering the phone right away and being like, yeah, I'll be there in 10 minutes. It was now like, oh, well, you know, like I kind of have this to do. And I could tell that bothered them. And so they stopped reaching out. And then I stopped reaching out. And our last two times we hung out just really solidified the fact that like I don't really need that individual in my life. I wish them well. But it wasn't mutually beneficial. It was very superficial. It was very much, it felt like, in my experience, it felt like I was a resource and I just can't be that to anybody. And when I was when I was not as resourceful, because instead of giving my time and energy and all of that to somebody else, I was focused on myself, the connection just diminished. And it's funny to me. It's really telling. And so I've learned a lot this year, and yeah, boundaries, self-respect, and self-worth. I'm going to go on a break and I'll touch back on this in a second, girls. Hey, girlies. This week's episode is sponsored by Care of. What is Care of, you ask? Care of is a monthly subscription service that ships high-quality, personalized vitamins, supplements, and powders conveniently to your doorstep every month, which is why I live, laugh, love Care of, because they do the work for me. I don't want to go foraging for all these vitamins and supplements when Care of can do it for me. Put it all in the same package. I open it up every morning and I have exactly what I need all at once. All you have to do is take a short, in-depth quiz about your lifestyle and health goals, and Care of will give you personalized recommendations, saving you all that confusion, okay? Care of believes your routine should help you feel your best. Their products and services help you build and maintain a vitamin routine that has a noticeable impact on your health and overall well-being. We talk a lot about mental health and well-being in general on this show. It's a big part of the show, so I'm very excited to be partnered with Care of because they've really helped me and my vitamin journey, and I'm feeling better taking these vitamins, and I know you will too. So go take the quiz. It was so easy. It took me no time at all, and lucky for you girls, we do have a little promo, a little special offer, if you will. For 50% off your first Care of order, go to takecareof.com and enter code Unfazed50. Again, for 50% off your first Care of order, go to takecareof.com and enter code Unfazed50. Okay, girls, we're back. So the first part of the episode was kind of like, you know, a little gloomy, if you will. But now, still kind of like focused on the boundaries of it all, but I want to focus more on like men and catcalling and just like the male species and my boundaries with them. So, men at gas stations, it is such a thing. I've talked about it a lot. I've filmed at the gas station, my interactions with these men. I don't know what it is about gas stations. I think it's just like low vibrational men. They sit at these gas stations and they prey on women coming in and out. and they just see what they can get. And back in the day, I would be like, I would entertain it. Even though I didn't want anything to do with these motherfuckers, I would still entertain it. Like, they would try to, spit game at me or send me at the fucking pump. And I'd be like, hey, I'm just like going to hang out with some friends. What are you doing? Not cute. Not fucking cute. Because these men are all sexually motivated, and that's literally the only thing they want. If you want to fucking get my attention, put forth effort. Approach me like a gentleman, okay? Don't sit here and try to talk to me in such a sexual manner. Like, what you doing, shawty? You looking real good. Biting your lip, rubbing your hands together. You look so ignorant. You look so fucking stupid and corny and like a fucking clown, honestly. And my pussy is so dry right now. But back in the day, I would entertain it because I was like, I gotta be a nice person. Like, what if they're having a bad day? Bitch, I don't give a fuck if you're having a bad day. Don't fucking talk to me like that. Talk to me with motherfucking respect and class, bitch, because I'm a classy motherfucking bitch, okay? So yeah, no, like, I would entertain it. But today and like the past like few months, I don't have time for that shit. I'd be shooting motherfuckers down real quick. Like today, I went to the fucking Shell next door, so fucking trashy, and I walked there to get a drink on my morning walk, and I can see this guy's parked, whatever. I go into the gas station. I see as I'm passing him, he's rolling a blunt in his car, which no big deal. We've all been there. But then I go in there. I'm in there for a minute, and I come out. He's still sitting there in his car, so it's obvious that he's not even pumping gas. He's just at the fucking pump for a show, I guess. I don't fucking know. And then he tries to talk to me, and I walk past his ass, not in a million motherfucking years. Bitch, flipped my motherfucking hair and walked away. Purr. I don't have time for that shit. I don't. And you shouldn't either. One time, this guy, a while back, was walking out of the gas station, and I was walking in. He held the door for me, and then like I looked up, I was like, thank you. And he was like, whoa. And he immediately came back in and was like, hey, shawty, I'm leaving Georgia, and I was on my way out, and I saw you, and I was like, damn, I gotta go talk to her. I gotta shoot my shot, cause damn, I'm mesmerized. Ba 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 boo 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 beep 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 bop. Long story short, we exchanged numbers. He was very handsome, like, truth be told, and I would have been willing to see him if he had other intentions. But anyway, so he immediately leaves the gas station and calls me. And he's like, what are you doing? Like, come to the car. And I'm like, the car, bitch? No, I'm not coming to the fucking car. And I did have errands to run that day. So I was like, no, I got to go do this. And he's like, oh, well, I'm leaving Georgia. Like, I just want to chill and see if we vibe. Like, I'll come back if we do. I just want to see you for a minute. And I'm like, well, what are we going to do? Oh, we're just going to chill. You know, we can get into some stuff. What? We can get into some stuff. So anyways, I could tell that he basically just wanted me to like fool around with him in the truck. And I just was not doing that. So I got off the phone with him and I sent him a photo of myself. And I was like, this is me. If you're back in Georgia and you want to like go grab a drink or something, let me know. The message didn't deliver. So it was very obvious that he was only trying to butter me up to eat this cat. I don't have time for that. I don't fucking have time for that shit. I don't have motherfucking time for that shit. Bitch, if you would not take me home to mama and papa, get the fuck out of my mentions, out of my DMs. Don't fucking look in my direction. It's so wild to me because, like, being this non-binary person that I am, it is not hard to attract a man. Like, a lot of girlies, they'd be so surprised because these quote-unquote straight men that are married and have children, they really be trying to talk to me. And part of that is like, because I've obviously opened my mind to my sexuality and I'm self-expressive and I'm myself. I guess it gives the impression to cis people that we must be over sexual, we're obviously gay or trans or non-binary because we like sex. And that's just not the case. Like, of course I love sex, but sex to me is meaningful. I mean, I had my whole phase like we all did. But honestly, after my mother passed away, I kind of became a recluse and Virgin Mary, and I also that's kind of like was a big part of my physical demise, and I just didn't really feel sexy enough to. It was a lot, but needless to say, I was kind of like a Virgin Mary. But yeah, no, men are just so fucking gross. Like, guys, they don't see somebody like myself or a trans person, a non-binary person as a person. They see us as an object, as someone to fetishize. And it's just crazy because all these guys will message me and like I'll be like, okay, cool, maybe this one's not like that. And they'll like start the message off like, damn, you're so beautiful. I would love to get to know you, blah, 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 beep, 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 blah, 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 boop. And then like 3 messages down, hey, when you gonna let me bust in them pretty blue eyes? Bitch, when you let me bust in those, how about that? Not really, but bitch, I be saying it. Because if you would not talk like that to a cis woman, don't fucking talk to me like that, bitch. Talk to me the same way you would a woman you were trying to pursue. And if that's not your intention, then just say, hey, I want to clap some cheeks, and I'll block you because I'm not looking for that. I'm not interested. I don't have time to give my body away to people in that regard anymore. I just don't. So men are sick. They're sick. They're fucking sick. And I'm fucking disgusted by the male species. They'll play up this Prince Charming character too, just to get some pussy. And that is what is so embarrassing to me. And now, like, I wouldn't say I was ever naive to that, but I just wasn't as experienced. And I wasn't as aware of like the severity of it. Like I didn't, the extent that some guys would go to. Like guys will, and see, this is why women try to get ahead of the curve. They're like, okay, bitch, I already know this man only wants to fuck, so I'm gonna make him take me out to a nice dinner. He's gonna buy me some shit. We're gonna go do this. We're gonna go do that. Because she already knew all he wanted was some pussy. And needless to say, by the end of the night or 2 or 3 dates in, when he's realized that this woman or this feminine person or whoever is not giving it up, then they ghost. And it's like, shame on you, bitch. Shame on you. True colors shown. Boom. Purr. No time for that shit. So I'm going to go live on Instagram. I liked doing that last week. And I might take on a guest. I don't know. We'll see. There's a lot of girls in the chat. Hey, girls. Hey, girls. Girls and squirrels. I tattooed my toes black. Interesting. Hey, Miss F. Meyer, who are you talking about? Do I still talk to, who? Okay, girls, so ask me some questions, some tea, some juice, anything you want to know. I usually be like posting on my Instagram story, asking questions, but I kind of like the liveness of it. It's like in the moment, Can you say happy birthday to me? Of course, Logan. Happy birthday to you, baby. Happy birthday, bitch. So what's it like being the baddest bitch out? Thank you, Jalen. 211-998. It's hard out here for the baddest bitch on the block. Are you nervous to do the podcast by yourself? No, I like doing solo episodes, honestly. Can we see the nails? Yes, the nails. Here they are. The podcast has already seen and heard about them. So my favorite color is purple. Thank you. Are you going to release any new music? Jerry, yes, soon. I say that all the time. I've just been hoarding away music. Okay, Coco something. The chat's moving too quick. Coco something asked me my go-to scent. Right now, it is Nova Angel by Terry Mugler. I love that, but I also love Tom Ford Ombre Leather. Oh, or Dior Hypnotic Poison. Like, oof, girls, those are like my three that I. Oh, and Toka or Taco, Toka, um, Cleopatra. Ooh, when I smell that, I just think that I'm an expensive hooker. What about Gucci Bloom? It's all right. I don't have it in my collection. Let's see. Hello, hello, baby, you got it in your thing. What have you struggled with the most losing weight? Hey, it's Bernard. What have I struggled with the most losing weight? Probably watching people treat me differently. Yep, that's kind of like the hardest pill to swallow. Now, I have now lost a significant amount of weight twice, and both times my experiences went from night and day. Like, when you're a bigger person, people typically don't take you seriously. Whether you could, like, I mean, you could have the greatest talent, you could be so amazing, and like, you could be all these things, but if you are overweight or plus size, like, the general public does not take you seriously. And so watching people take me more seriously as I shrunk, it made me realize how superficial this world really is. And it's really and truly kind of unsettling to see like people desire you more because you lose weight. But I mean, we live in a superficial world. We know that. It really, you can either accept that reality and work around it, or, you know, whatever the case may be. But yeah, that's kind of like been an eye opener once again. You were in St. Augustine and I missed it. I was, but I'll be coming back, Queen. So so true. And doctors not be taking you seriously. Yeah. That is so true. Y'all keep saying Trent. Who is Trent? Miss Salantarella. Miss T. Okay. Anyways, I kind of want to go live with a dear friend. So, dear friend, if you're in the chat, actually, you should FaceTime me. Yeah. Someone just said, Lime is not a crime. I almost deleted that out of this video the other day. I almost deleted it, and like, I'm glad I didn't, because I got a chuckle out of it, but I was like, people are gonna think this is so corny, and like, people were actively commenting it again and again and again. And so, ah, okay. Do I still want to move to LA? Yes, I do eventually when I get my motherfucking money in order. Favorite thing to do for self-care? I love a massage. I love sitting by water. I love meditating and manifesting, writing in my journal. Okay, so I thought a certain friend was going to call me, but I guess they're not calling me. What do I look for in a friend? Someone who's silly, can make me laugh, someone who can reciprocate my energy. Do you still do tarot readings? I have not done tarot readings since February. Honestly, I kind of like gave up on them, participating in them, listening to them, getting them, giving them. Not that I don't think that there's like it was, tarot readings have definitely been helpful, and they're insightful for sure. But it also, like, I don't know. What is your sign? I'm a Sagittarius. Do you know anything about astrology? I don't know, like, in depth, and like I'm not one of those girlies that's like, oh yeah, this person moved this way because they're a Cancer and blah blah blah. I think there's a lot of truth in those things, but they should not be used so, like, you know, and not everything is cut and paste. So, Miss Claire Hendy, you're waiting for your date to pick you up. You're nervous. Don't be nervous. You're a beauty queen, but be safe, please. Okay, I'm gonna get off live, and I'll stay tuned for the podcast, girls. I love y'all. Thanks for asking me questions. Ooh, someone said, what music are you into right now? Drake's new album, Bad Bunny's new album. Mm-hmm. So, I think I'm just gonna call it a dear friend. Phone them in. I'm hitting end because now they're being silly. Okay, period. So, on that note, we're gonna wrap this episode up. I love you, girls, and stay cute and gorgeous.